Hey there, welcome to episode 28 of Your Fun and Profitable Online Business, the podcast that makes business growth feel exciting, doable, and way less complicated. I'm Wendy, a money coach, online business strategist, and your go-to guide for making your business feel as good as it looks. I help women entrepreneurs stop wasting energy on what's not working and start building a business that grows with more flow and, of course, more confetti. Today, we're digging into those sneaky habits, the patterns that keep you busy, but not really moving forward. If you've been working hard, but wondering why things still feel stuck, this one's for you. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to start this off with my own personal story because I've been there and I get it. When I first started coaching, I thought growth meant doing all the things, buying all the courses, joining every challenge that was out there, and tweaking my website endlessly. I had all the books, I had all the little guides, I did all the things. I felt productive. My days were cram-packed, probably more than 8 hours. But when I looked at my metrics, they weren't making a difference. And here's what I learned. Business growth isn't about how much you do. It's about what actually gets you the results you're looking for. Let me say that again. It's doing the things that get you the results that you're looking for. Here's the problem. Certain habits feel like they're beneficial, but they're really draining your time. They're killing your energy and your creativity. And most importantly, they're killing your excitement. They keep you spinning in place instead of moving forward. Does any of this sound familiar? This is why knowing what's slowing you down is so important. Because once you can spot it, you can shift it, and suddenly the same effort leads to way different results. I want to say this loud and clear. Business growth tips aren't always about adding more strategies or tools to your plate. Sometimes it's about letting go of the things that are getting in the way. All right, let's talk through the 4 sneaky habits that I often see with my clients. Number 1, confusing busy with productive. You know that feeling when your to-do list is full, but none of it really leads to sales or visibility? That's just busy work, friend. It may feel good to check them off your list, but it doesn't get you closer to your goals. Here's the shift. Each day, identify your 3 most important tasks. Ask yourself, if I only got these things done, would my business still grow? The answer is yes. Awesome. Nothing else is needed. But if it's no, replace those 3 must-do activities with something that really makes a difference. Maybe it's sending an email to your list, following up with a lead, or delivering value to a client. Number 2, chasing shiny objects. I get it. They look so pretty. They're shiny out there. Someone else has it. They're successful with it. I totally get it. But there will always be a new platform, a new strategy, or new trend. I bet you there's 100 being created as I say this. If you're constantly starting over, you'll never give yourself or your business time to compound. If this is your struggle, here's what I suggest. Stick with one new strategy at a time. Run it long enough to collect data and test if it really works. Now, this could be 3 months or longer. You've got to be really patient here. And I want you to know that scaling happens by doubling down, not by constantly jumping around to the next best thing. Number 3, avoiding the hard stuff. This one might sting a little, and I'm sorry, but we all have tasks that we avoid for whatever reason. Maybe they're stories that we tell ourselves, maybe it feels ick, it doesn't matter. There's always things that we avoid. These could be tracking your number, following up with leads, or raising your prices. Whatever reason you're avoiding them, you might be avoiding them. But this is what keeps you stuck at the same level. Here's how to address it. Identify just one of those tasks that you're avoiding, the big one, and set a timer for 20 minutes. Just do the very first step. Next week, you can do the next step, but start down the path of getting it done. Remember, the sooner you face it, the faster you're going to grow. And number 4, using systems you've outgrown or not using systems at all. Here, you're spending way too much energy managing the stuff that could be automated, delegated, or eliminated. Things technically work, but maybe they're clunky or just really difficult. Here's how you can stay on top of this one. Every quarter, do a quick systems check. Ask yourself, Is this tool or this process still serving me at the level I'm at right now? If it feels clunky, look for a simpler option. If it feels too manual, ask yourself, how can it be systematized? If it feels heavy, consider delegating it or eliminating it. I like to compare your systems to your cell phone. The one you bought 5 years ago still works technically, but it's slow and clunky, and sometimes it can't keep up with the newest apps. But when you upgrade, suddenly everything runs smoother and faster, and those apps start working again. The same is true for your systems. Look, you can have a business that moves with you, not because you added more, but because you refuse to settle for what you've been doing. The real boost comes when you start asking, what's slowing me down and what can I do to change it? You don't need a full rebuild. You just need to clear the friction that's quietly chipping away at your momentum. And when you finally do, you'll move faster and feel lighter, and your business starts to be fun again. All right, here's your action step. I want you to do a 10-minute habit audit. Open a notebook or your notes app and list out what you did yesterday. Think of the habits behind it. Then put a check mark next to anything that directly drove growth. For this, we're going to look for things that increased your visibility, your leads, your sales, or your client results. If most of the things don't get a check, that's your clue. Identify one of the habits we talked about today and make a change. To recap, those habits are mistaking busy for productive, chasing shiny objects instead of staying the course, avoiding the hard stuff that actually moves the needle, and relying on systems you've outgrown or skipping them altogether. This is where a small shift can lead to super huge momentum. All right. If you loved today's episode, it would mean the world to me if you'd share it with a friend who's growing her business too. And leave me a quick review. Reviews help women find the show, and it's one of the easiest ways you can support me while I keep creating this content for you. Next week, we're diving into something I know many of you wrestle with: how to build a thriving business as a multi-passion entrepreneur. If you have more ideas than can fit in a single box, yes, I get it, that's me, you're going to love this one. So make sure you're subscribed, and until next time, keep clearing space for what's next.